What is up, everybody? You know what it is. X on the Beach after show. So Kenya makes Michi jealous by cozying up to Anthony. Celeste throws the L word like confetti. And Aubrey is the Beyonce of the house. All the single ladies. Let's go. Let's get it.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Now, this was a Sensei song, a little exclusive. Jamming.
As a matter of fact, fans of this show, Sensei has just declared we're going to have an opening song made by her specifically for our after show.
That's right.
Boom, 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 boom. Beep, 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 beep.
Does that put the pressure on you?
I know
Like,
exactly what I'm trying to do.
A little bit, but I like it.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Because you're amazing.
Oh,
yes.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? You know who I am. I'm your boy, your uncle, your favorite bald person with a beard. Lim Gonzalez in the building.
That's a lot of
Next
words.
to me is the amazing, the incomparable Sensei Don't Play.
Yes, you guys. X on the Beach. So excited.
So excited. And of course, our resident correspondent, Messy Melody, is here with us.
What's up? Yes, and I do have tea this
You do
time.
have tea.
tea.
We got it. Earl Grey
right.
in the building. My A1 since day one, anchoring the panel, Mr. Lilo Nera.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Nino, out here for X on the Beach. I'm excited. You know, there are some things I want to say.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's get into
And
it.
we're going to say
Before
them.
that.
I'm ready.
Wow. But until then, it's guest time. It's guest time. It's guest time. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do. We always have to have the guest in the building. No stranger to AfterBuzz. I just found out that she watched our after show since last season.
Oh.
So she was already a fan.
What?
Kara's in the building.
Hey, what up, girl?
Yeah.
Studio.
And now you're in the
Thanks for the
couch.
love.
See? Throw it out to the universe, y'all. You never know what's going to happen.
She was in live chat last week.
Yes,
She's on the couch this week.
Okay.
Wow.
This is what happens.
You really watched last season?
I did. I did.
That's
I watched
awesome.
last season.
Did you
Yeah.
think I was really bitchy?
No, you say it like it is, girl. Say it how you feel.
I
Yes.
like you.
Oh, God. Oh, I feel it.
And I love your look tonight.
Yes.
Thank you. You know.
Lie.
Thank
You
you.
cannot
Thank
go
you.
wrong with a black jumpsuit.
Yes, you have to give it to
Diamonds,
him.
Okay.
Boom. All right, so let's break this down. First of all, how do we feel about this episode?
I feel
Go
bad
ahead.
for Anthony because Anthony thought he was the when he was really.
We going there?
It's true. I feel bad because the dude was like, I'm king right now. I just got dome from Kenya without really even trying. But in reality, Kenya had a whole plan in her head for the whole situation because she saw Michi and Shannon.
I mean, did
Cutting
he
it up.
really lose though?
He did it. It was a win-win for him.
Right.
I mean, that's what
It
That's
was a
true.
win-win for him. Nonetheless, just,
It
I
still
think
went
he,
down, and clearly it wasn't that
Yes.
small for her to be like, oh!
Oh, dang. She really. What did she say? She said something specifically. She was
Little
like,
dick energy.
I was gonna say that's what she said.
He had
Yep.
some type of energy
Yeah,
because
Kenya.
it still went down. Okay.
damn, Kenya.
Yeah.
She seemed happy when she came downstairs, so I don't know.
I mean,
It couldn't have been that bad, right?
Well, I think what ends up happening is you do something to make somebody jealous, and you want to make sure
Yeah.
that is
Put on a
what
little
the
show.
reason-
She could
That's
have
true.
came down
You
like
have to.
that was whack.
Right.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Right? Because it makes you.
That's true. That's true.
she had a plan.
Yeah.
It was all a plan.
Yeah. And well, the interesting part is because of the jealousy, because of Shannon and Michi.
Right.
And Shannon and Michi connected. How fast did that happen? Because
So quick.
like
real quick.
it was like
So
she rolled off the beach into his lap.
No, literally, we came. She already was checking him out on the beach that you guys saw. She was
Yeah.
like, "Hey,"
Right,
so
right,
she
right.
was over
Ready.
here. And then as soon as we got back from the elimination, like she was like, "Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
What you doing?"
And just like
Right.
that.
Yeah,
Prospecting.
jumped
Yeah.
right into it.
Wow.
Like they weren't doing anything, but she was definitely
Right.
like,
Right.
I mean,
Let's
she
get it
said
poppin',
she was
yeah.
out for revenge, so
She was
Exactly.
get it.
and she
And
was. She
Michi
said,
was
"You know, I
about
haven't
it.
done it yet, so this is my time. I stuck around, so."
Right.
That was
Yep.
funny.
Well, that being said,
Still a fun switch.
right. We see. Oh
we
man.
See? What do we see? We see
Oh
lots.
gosh, we see a lot. Celeste.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Celeste.
See,
Um,
I love love you.
I
love you so much.
Celeste a lot.
I really love Gillette.
We know.
But there's a big but. I'm just a little bit disappointed in her.
I mean, it's just like, girl, you don't drop the L bomb.
But she
When you
did
first
say
meet someone.
she did say that is an issue with her.
Yeah,
she
right.
gets attacked.
She admits it.
She does admit it. It was when she was on Are You the One? We covered that show.
Yes.
And she did the same thing. She got connected really fast.
Right.
And that's her thing. And she knows that it's a crutch. She knows that it can be harmful. But it's like that's where she's at.
Right.
She knows what she wants, and she like.
Right.
She's like, I'm gonna get it.
Exactly.
I mean,
In her head, it's already happening.
Right.
Right.
She said it during the
clearly.
deed.
Right.
They were going at it, and she said it. If I barely knew you for 2 days,
That's my thing. And then she was like, I want to see what this is and what it can be. But it's like,
What did you say?
sis, you already gave up the milk
Why?
for free.
Right.
Why?
My
know,
thing
it's
is
just all a lie.
he
It's all
felt like he was like,
Stressing you out.
I love what he was like talking to, you know.
I hate that he went and told right away, though.
Well, no, exactly. I'm not saying about that, but I'm saying to the fact that when he was saying, like, she was telling me, like, I just had to say it.
Yeah.
Like, I just had to.
She stopped me mid.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it because if someone was telling me that, I definitely need to go tell my homegirl, like, girl.
But that's like a girl thing to do.
No, I would. If I was a dude, I'd totally be like, yo,
I mean,
like, I just was smashing homegirl and she legit was telling me, I
Yo.
love you. I love you.
Sensei.
I love you. And then the fuck am I supposed to say?
So the guys are gossip
100%.
queens. So this whole house is full of
I
gossip
would be
queens.
surprised.
no,
queens.
no. I mean, no.
That's fine.
I mean, my best friend's not at the house, but I would do the same thing. Like, that just happened to me?
I mean, that's a given. I'm sorry, girl.
It's shocking.
But they're not best friends
It's
anyway. They just
shocking.
met.
Right. No, but it's just shocking. If you're a man and someone tells you, and I'm sure the vice
Not
versa.
even
I
if
think
you're a
Emmy-
woman.
No,
If
vice
you're a
versa.
person.
Let me thank you. I was gonna change it up. I was gonna change it
True.
up.
I just
If
did.
you are, thank you. If you are a person and another person is telling you that they love you in the midst of intercourse and you've only known them for a few days, 2 maybe 3 days, that is going to be shocking.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even do that when you really.
I feel like if you
happy.
throw it
Okay,
out during
like-
intercourse, you can assume that it's not real
Right, but I'm
Wait,
saying
what?
it's
when you say it during intercourse.
but that's not even the case.
I don't even be
That's
thinking
not
about
even the case.
that.
That's not even the case. The case that I'm making is the fact that it happened at such a short time.
Right.
And anybody is going to be like, yo,
Yep.
like,
3 days.
is that?
That's a
Maybe
lot.
that's
that's
dirty
a lot.
talk
How did
for
you feel
Gillette.
about that?
I think at first maybe she said it in the like moment and she's like feeling it, but then she said it again and then she said it again and then she was like say it back. I'm not gonna let you finish until I hear it back. So I feel for both of them. Like obviously he's gonna be shocked. Like what? But like
Right.
she that's what she felt and she wanted to like
Oh my God.
let him know. It's a lot. I would never do
Yeah.
it. I don't throw that word around it to
I
anybody.
mean, we're just gonna have
But,
to
like,
talk to
I need to
Gillette about
ask her
this.
what
Exactly.
she's saying because it's like, is that
Exactly.
her way of taking
I
control
really
of the
do want to talk
situation?
to Joanne.
I'm gonna talk to her about that.
I can't wait. Girl, come up in here.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I
We
don't
need
know
to
if that's
pick
the
your
right
brain.
way to take control of the situation.
I don't. It's definitely not
You know
taking
what I'm
control.
saying?
No,
I think
definitely
it's-
not the right way.
I think she's the type of person, and I've been there, so I can relate, where you fall hard fast. And so, what? Why? Did you just laugh at me?
So you gave me the little butterflies and the giggles.
Just
So
laugh at me?
excited.
You really over here like, I just understand.
He felt
I'm
it. Yes, he
saying-
said. Ooh.
No, I'm saying I've never done what she did specifically.
It felt like you did.
No, I did not. I did not. But I'm saying the quintessential point is that she falls hard fast.
Yeah,
And
and she
it
wears her
makes
heart on
sense.
her sleeve,
Exactly.
and she just lets it out. so-
Exactly. And so
Yeah.
I've been there.
Self-admitted to, she admits it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
She doesn't-
Exactly,
She
she
could
knows
end
it
up on
too,
next
yeah.
season
She's
if
not
she don't
hiding
cut
it.
it out.
Yeah.
She's not hiding it. And I mean, and it just is what it is. So she knows it's an issue. She has to work it out.
Right.
And until then, it's going
Yeah.
to keep happening.
And I definitely don't
Boom.
think Cameron was coming from a wrong place. I think he genuinely was just like, damn.
Shocked.
Yeah,
He just shocked. More
Yep.
than
You
shocked.
say it multiple times.
I was gonna
Right.
say he said it again and again after
Exactly.
too. It wasn't
Did
just
you
like
Hear it
once.
from him, or did
We
you
had
hear
no
it?
clue, and then after their date, when they were playing the
Yeah.
like the little game, they
Yeah.
came in and they were like, "By the way, like we're saying I love you," and we were like, all of us were like, "Excuse
You
me."
said, by the way,
What?
did they say I love you, or did she say that?
That was the debate because she was like, "No, you said it first," and he was like, "No, you said it first." So I don't know who actually said it first.
Oh my god!
But I have a feeling it was Gillette, and that he went along with it, but he still kept saying it. So
he went along with it because he wasn't able to.
Yeah.
Exactly. But even after that, though, he was saying it after that.
After.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I think even on the date they showed like
even
he
on
was
the
like,
date.
"No, I have a love for you,"
Yeah.
like putting it in different words.
And
and-
you know what? I can't even lie. Like, I'm here for them. Like, I really am. I'm not ready for that.
You just switched up.
What do you mean?
You just said I'm here for them.
didn't. Yeah, I'm here for them. I mean, I'm not here for her saying that she loves him right
But you're here for
I'm here for
that
them.
situation.
Yes, I'm here for it. I believe in this, y'all.
Okay.
I have a question for y'all then. I guess it's for everyone. Did you guys accidentally say "I love you" too quick?
No.
At any time in your relationship? Have
Never,
you ever been
no.
through that?
Yes.
No, yes.
Never.
I just said earlier that I've done it before, but when I was like way young,
Okay.
like mad young.
You have
Me?
you ever like just like ooh I think I said that way too early.
I mean, I really can't even remember any of my other relationships. So
Yes.
They don't
That energy, I'm taking that. Yes.
Okay.
I don't see them, hear them, know them.
Boom.
That is the one.
That part. But yeah, I've definitely been there. I've said it when I was too early, and then it did not work. What? You keep laughing at me. I'm pouring out my
He's
soul.
just feeling that pain.
You know,
She's giggling over there.
You
see what I'm saying?
Can we get Lem and Are You the One or something?
Yes. Aw.
Lem is the one.
I didn't say it was bad now. I'm just saying, like, at the time, I'm reminiscing. I'm reminiscing.
And I'm sorry,
my gosh.
I just hear like a violin or something.
You hear my background music?
Yes, yes. When you're talking, that's why I'm laughing.
Lem, are you on Bumble or Tinder or anything like that?
What?
Are you on any dating apps? Because if you're not, can we make a profile? Can Sensei just swipe for you?
There
See
we
what happens?
go.
Okay, this is
That
not
would
what
be
we're
There
doing.
we go,
This
and
is
I like
not what we're
this.
doing.
No.
This is not what we're doing. No, this is not doing that. I just said.
She's ready, yes.
Did I not say I was?
And I ain't never had
First
one
of all-
follow live off you, boo.
Cara, we're gonna talk to you now because I feel attacked.
I can't. I'm staying out of this
I'm
one.
gonna talk to you.
We love Uncle Lem.
Yes. And like anytime I open up my heart and then
Sensei just
it
be
just
like-
crack, you know what I'm saying? Just
can't.
like back, like, and then you're just like, and I'm just like, what happened? Oh, nothing.
I'm sorry, Lem. I really want you to pour your heart out.
I just, again, when I talk about things, a lot of it is from my past. So I'm saying
I
I
get it.
relate. I try to, and we said this on other shows, when people are very sensitive or they pour their heart out or they wear their heart on their sleeve, like you said, I can relate to that. My sleeve has been bloody many times. Okay?
I love that.
I'm a
you
poet.
Love. I love
That's
that.
true.
You're a poet.
That's what I do.
I know.
I
poet
write
sing.
words down. I'm just saying.
here
So
for
I've
it.
been there. You know what? I'm done with you. Still laughing at me.
I
We're gonna go back to our guest, Cara. So Cara, we did see a moment between you and Billy
Yes.
where you kind of decide that you're going to be friends.
We're just gonna be friends.
right.
Exactly.
Take us through that moment.
So as you saw in the ceremony, like I thought we were good. I was like,
Me
okay,
too.
like we're moving forward.
Right.
Yeah, the last I heard, I was like, okay. Like we, honestly, to be honest, we both were like awkward around each other because it had been so long and we just
Okay.
learned so much about each other. So it was awkward, but like every time we did talk, it was like, no, let's keep pushing forward. And like when we had our little date outside, at the end, I was like, so we talked about our past. We got rid of that. Like, where are we now? And he said, like, let's just keep moving forward. Let's see, like, where this goes. So that was the first I heard that.
Were you caught off guard? 'Cause
Yeah.
we were caught off guard.
Oh my God,
yeah.
completely.
Like
completely.
when he saw you, like he was so excited.
Yeah.
You know, like we really been through
we were both
things
excited
and-
to like actually talk and like see each other
Right.
again and actually sit down together for the first time in like 2 years.
Right.
So yeah, it was all, I mean, like I said, it was definitely awkward at times and like we didn't spend all that much time together to try to make it work. We're taking our time, but like, yeah, I was definitely shocked. As you can see from my face, I was like,
Right.
What's happening
Well,
right
we
now?
did the same look.
Right.
girl.
Yeah.
All
Like,
of us.
Did it have anything to do with him being interested in anyone else, or you just that you could get from?
Honestly, I still don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I think he honestly like it was a lot for him. He had just because when we were together, he was ashamed of all of it. Like he wasn't out, and I literally learned on the beach that he was out to his family and everybody, like, and that he had been with men before, which I had no clue.
Yeah.
So I'm learning a lot about like all of that, and he's fresh with all of that too. So I think he was just overwhelmed with like
100%.
he was confident in it finally, but then once I was there and he had to like actually talk about the old him that nobody knew in the house, like it maybe brought up some stuff that he wasn't ready for, and like honestly it was awkward between us, and like I was feeling that too, but I was willing to try and
Right.
see.
Yeah.
But I was happy that it happened, that he at least said that then, because then we went back in the house and got to talk, and like we were both got to that place where we were like, let's just be friends. Like,
Yeah.
the
And just
chemistry
have a
is
good
there,
time.
like sexual chemistry is still there, but like anything past that, like,
Yeah, instead of dragging it on, I guess that's the good part. Where
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
you know,
Now you guys can like focus on.
yeah, and
whatever
that's
else.
what we came to. We're like, you know, you do you. If there's somebody you like go for it. If there's somebody I like, I'm gonna go for it. And we're both here, so let's have some fun and like have each other's backs.
I love that.
That's dope.
So
I find
it was
that
good.
it's very amicable too, because we do see that when exes, most of the time, when exes roll up, it tends to be very much tension,
Yeah.
or drama,
Exactly.
or they're coming for a vendetta,
Yeah.
and it was just like you guys were like, all right, well, we're just gonna be friends,
Yeah.
and this is how we're gonna roll.
It was
Boom.
good. Billy's such a good guy. Like I didn't know what was gonna happen when I showed up. If we were gonna, if he was like already gonna be with someone and be like, I don't want you here. Like I haven't talked to you in forever. Like
Right.
go home. Or if we were actually gonna like try to do it again. So I had no clue. But he's a good guy. He would never like put me in a situation that was gonna make me look crazy or anything like that. So
Word.
that moment was a little shocker because I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting it from him. But then once we got to talking, it was all good.
sensitive ass Billy. I love it, man.
He is. He's a little teddy bear. He is.
Did you have at that point? I mean, obviously you were focused on Billy up until that point, but did you have your eye on anyone else?
I had my eye on a couple people. I felt like I wanted to give all my energy to Billy, obviously,
Right.
but then once that was like cleared, I was like, okay, like
So who was next?
now it's open. So they kind of showed in the crush ceremony when we were voting, like who we wanted to go.
Right.
On the crush day, I voted for Devin.
Oh,
Yeah, so they
girl.
showed that name. I know, I knew she was gonna be like, no, what are you doing?
Why?
It's funny because when I first came in, we were in the hot tub and all of that. I was like, who is this guy? Like, he will not shut up. He will not stop talking. Like, oh my God. Ugh. And then the more I got to know him, like actually spend time around him, I was like, okay, I get it. Like, you have to get to a point where you get what's going on. He's not for everyone.
Yeah, I
And
feel like
It's
what is
not.
there to, what was there to get?
just his sense of humor. Like,
She's trying to learn.
I know, she's like, what did you see?
Did you hear?
Yes. Like, I don't know. It was just his sense of humor and like who he actually was. Like,
Okay.
I had a little crush. I wanted to like, you know,
Was there
see where
anyone
that
else
would go.
besides Devin that was also creeping around in your head?
Not really. Not when I first walked in. I thought Mark was really cute.
Yeah.
Obviously, he like looks like
Yeah.
Billy, like
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
build. I like tall
Totally.
guys,
Yeah.
so like my eye went there first. But after all of the Elena stuff and like him and Aubrey, I was like, okay, no, like I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
All right.
speaking of the crush vote, we did see that. It was the first time we've seen that so far this season. So the Totem of Terror. I love
Totem
that.
of Terror.
So terrible. Says who has the most crush votes and then get a date. So
Yes.
you guys all vote for someone you want to crush.
Yep.
And then whoever gets the most votes wins
Yep.
and gets to pick a person, correct?
Exactly.
So Mark won, and so, no shocker, he picks Aubrey because he really
Yeah.
wanted to
Yeah.
explore that connection. We see Aubrey being a diva and taking
course.
forever for
I
the
have a
date.
question. Were you guys able to like talk about your votes before you went to vote?
no, we
Oh,
weren't.
okay.
Yeah, like once we voted, we could kind of like talk about like,
beforehand.
hey, I did because I
okay.
I did go to Billy and I was like, by the way, like I crushed Devin, and like
yeah.
I just want to let you know that like I'm
Yeah.
gonna talk to him about it and like let him know and all of that stuff. So
Okay.
once you voted, you could talk about it, but until then, you had no clue.
Oh, okay.
We kind of had a feeling that Mark was gonna get it, like everyone was gonna vote for him, just
Yeah.
because he just went through all of that and
Right.
like his time with Aubrey got interrupted like literally right away,
Yeah.
so he didn't have to.
Oh, they working
Day one.
working as a house and a
I
team.
like
I know, right? So we had a feeling, and I was like,
Happen.
okay, I feel like everyone's gonna kind
Okay.
of give Mark this date.
Yeah.
I
Right.
like them together, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm here
They're
for
cute.
that.
I
here
didn't
for
expect it, but they're really cute
I'm
together.
so here
Yeah,
for
I'm
it.
like, I just
They seem,
love it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at them together. They just seem like polar opposites. Like
Yeah.
they seem very opposite, which we were
works.
talking about in our previous show. That works. The
Exactly.
yin and yang situation.
It works.
Opposite attract. So I feel like that's kind of their whole situation.
And from what I know, like her other exes are so different from him. Like he's
Yeah.
something so new for her, and I think it's a good thing. Like
Yeah.
Well, she does.
Calmer.
Yeah, she does
Yeah.
mention her exes actually during their date. She mentions Pauly D,
Cabs here.
right, and a girl named Coffee. And so he has kind of perks up and he's like, "Oh, tell me more."
woman, hey, yes.
What's up? She also got really deep and talked about having a sexual mentor.
First time I've ever heard about that.
Same here.
That's
I
a
was like,
porn
what is
star,
that?
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right. Yeah.
Sexual mentor.
Only Aubrey.
Right? Exactly.
Do we all
Exactly.
need a sexual mentor?
No, I'm
Mark was
good.
like, I want one.
You
What?
good? Yeah.
Uncle M?
No. I'm good. I love Jesus. So we also see Jaless and Cameron still getting cozy. They love each other now. So
Love
now
each
they're
other,
playing
yep.
cornhole. And they do body shots and get even closer.
Yes.
I'm really here for them.
How did you, when you saw them, did you think it was just physical with them, or did you think it was deeper?
No,
From what you
I
observed?
definitely think it was deeper. Like they of course it was physical and they had that, but like every time that they were together, it was, you could tell that they had like a full connection, and they would run off and do their own little thing, like play the game and like all these different things. So every time, I wasn't super close with Cameron, so I didn't even really know his perspective. But like every time we saw them together, like it seemed real to me. Like I feel like it's a good thing.
Maybe the initial shot from Cameron is what we saw, but we just didn't see the rest of the lovey-dovey stuff too much. We saw the wild stuff, you know what I'm saying, with the cornhole and all that stuff, but nothing else. So all we could think of is like, he's scared and he just wants to keep on getting it in, so he's gonna say I love you.
Yeah, but I think there was
So
there was definitely
more.
there's definitely
more.
more. I think
Okay.
you got to stay tuned and see some more.
Okay.
Stay tuned and see some more.
Stay tuned. It is time for the X's to roll up, and so
Yes,
obviously
sir.
the pictures come up on the Totem of Terror, and
She's so ready for this one. Look at her. That smile.
but before we get into that, Sensei has something to tell our viewers. Yes.
We just want to thank you guys for making us the ESPN of TV Talk. For us to continue to grow, we could use your help. If you are on YouTube right now, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you're on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating. All right. But no matter where you are, leave us a comment so you can get involved in the conversation, which we know you do. So keep it going. All right. And being a part of AfterBuzz TV has meant so much to all of us, and we truly appreciate you supporting us and doing what we love. Don't forget to tell your friends and keep enjoying our shows.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We always appreciate our fans.
Yes.
Everyone that joins us in the live chat. So, it is X time, and we see Billy, Devin, and Kenya have potential X's that may roll up. So they march out, and Devin is like all for it. He's like, "Oh, I want an X to show up."
Yeah.
Because he was like tired of everybody.
I guess,
He
yeah.
wasn't gonna get along with
He
nobody.
really was doing his own thing, like
Yeah.
just watching everybody. He wasn't really trying to.
Right.
That's a Devin thing.
Yeah, he
That's
was
a
he was
Devin
reading
thing.
the room and just kind of like
Yeah.
giving his little opinion to everything.
He's
but
playing like it's a challenge.
yeah,
Right.
exactly right.
Like
I think
mind games.
he was just bored
Yeah.
with people that were there
Yeah.
that were doing their own things, and so I think he wanted a little.
He was just like, I want
himself.
something.
Exactly.
Okay. So we see the first X that rolls up is no stranger to AfterBuzz. Tevin. Kenya's ex. They were a perfect match on Are You the One? Their season. They were hot and heavy the entire season.
Yeah.
Tevin came here in the studio and talked about the whole situation.
Right.
But he rolls up. Were you guys surprised at all?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Neither was I.
Their relationship has always been rocky. You know, what we get in this episode, it's clearly hasn't changed their relationship, you know.
Right.
It's pretty much the same, and they'll definitely have to like have some changes for it to like move on, or at this point this could be the end of it, you know.
It's always been deep and confusing from the get, you know, when they announced that they went together at the reunion, when they had their reunion show, yet everyone still wanted them to be together, but there was just complications because they're two beautiful people. They both just got off
They're
TV.
very young.
Their DMs were probably popping. Let's be real. They're very young. So trying to stay in a committed relationship like that right off the bat, it's probably going to be the hardest.
It's a lot of temptation because remember the whole trip that they did with last season's people got a little messy.
It's like the Connecticut trip.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, he did say that, in his opinion, it was the distance.
Yeah.
Right.
Was why it didn't work, and that would be tough to
Yeah,
basically.
100%.
Long distance relationships are not always easy, and if
the
you don't have
country.
anything grounded, you know,
Yeah.
based on something substantial, it can be very difficult.
And they're young. They're super young.
And
so
they're
like,
fine.
that's what I'm saying.
Young, fine,
Super
distance. They had a lot
right.
against them. Yeah.
Too much. I can't do it.
Right?
I feel like they're getting better looking too with each show they're doing because Kenya came out, I was like, damn, she's looking even better than before, and then Tevin comes in, I'm like, damn, she's looking better than before. Okay.
Break your
Swag,
neck.
swag is up.
I did.
Swag is up. Like I did.
Tevin, she broke her neck, dog.
Stop it.
We also see another X show up, so we had a double X
Yep.
situation.
See.
And so Devin gets his wish, and Marie shows up, and we know Marie from the challenge. And I guess that's where they met. And
We
I guess
got rid of Elena.
Yeah.
And then here's another one that came and just watched the
Don't
show.
believe
Right.
it. Don't believe it. It's all bullshit.
Is it?
Don't believe. Wait, whoa! What are we not believing?
Her whole story, like girl bye.
you're saying that whole situation is.
I
Yeah.
personally feel like she's trolling. I've never seen her on a challenge or anything else, but I feel like everything she's doing is just trolling.
I asked you this before. Do you think she was like just
I
playing
think
for the camera, or do you
I
think she
don't know
was really
their-
digging the situation?
I don't know their history. I haven't watched like the challenge or seen any of them together. But when they came in the house, from what I saw, like they were instantly like
They were happy.
Yeah, I think
Him
like it was
too.
definitely to me like they kind of seemed like brother and sister. Like that's weird to say, but like their sense of humor is the same. Their personalities are the same. They kind of look alike. So like I got their vibe, but it wasn't like chemistry to me. So I don't know.
There
But
was
they seemed excited.
because it was all planned, and they're like, "How are we gonna get on another show? We're gonna get on X on the Beach."
Oh God.
And you know what, Devin? I'm gonna say I'm obsessed with you, and Devin's like, "Oh, the plan."
All right, you saw the reenactment by Sensei. It's exactly what happened. So
moving on.
you're right. I can't. I'm indifferent.
Okay.
I mean, I remember her from the I'm an avid challenge watcher. Watch every season. She gets on there. She's not the most loved person on the challenge. She tends
Is
to
it
get.
the same attitude? The same
Yes,
energy that
very
you
much
brought
so.
up?
She tends to
Yeah.
get voted off really quickly.
Oh, shoot, okay.
No, I mean, just keep
But
it
don't
real.
get me wrong, Marie,
Yeah.
she's a great time.
Yeah, no, she likes
is a
to
real
turn
friend
up.
and
Yep.
loyal. I'm not here for their
She likes to
relationship.
turn up.
And
She-
Marie,
yeah.
you can do better, boo.
Yeah, she is loyal. And I'm thinking, I don't think that they were in, I don't remember them being like an item. Like, I think they may have
Never.
hooked up.
No,
you know?
I doubt it.
And even with hooking up, I don't even remember it being like something big. Like,
Yeah.
it was
I mean,
outlandish.
but she thinks it's something big. Well, once again, that could be for the camera.
I was gonna say, I think that's kind of what they say is like that she's been after him
Yeah.
for a while, and he's been like, eh.
Right.
Like
She had the
taking
tape.
out,
She
right.
had
That's
the
a
ropes
great
ready. She had the
story.
kidnapping story ready to go.
He's not here for any of it.
Great story, you
can't.
guys.
She's not. We do see Kenya and Tevin talk, and she's very open. She tells him about her hookups that she's
Yep.
already had.
I know. How hard was that? How hard was that to watch?
I was just like, my thing is like, if I roll up on the beach, first of all, I know you're my ex, so we're not together.
Yeah.
But then you're like, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I hooked up with this person.
Oh, shit.
I did this with this person, and I did this. So just to let you know. Like, I'm like, why do you tell
Yeah,
me this?
I think she was excited for him to come when he was gonna come. She had a feeling he was gonna come,
Yeah.
and she had been talking. We all knew his name, like from that. So I think she was having her fun when he wasn't there, and like wasn't thinking about him. And then as soon as she saw him, she was like,
Reality
"Fuck!
hit.
Like, what did
Somebody
I do?"
already came,
You know?
so.
Do you think it
Yeah.
was? Do you think it was something to do with the fact that she like is not over him?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I think as soon as she saw him and like felt that again, that she was like, "Oh dang, I messed up." Like,
Oh, 100%.
you know, and she was like, "I need to like
I mean,
tell
you-
him up front before anybody else tells him. Like,
Right.
let me get it out of the way so I can like
That's
try
what
to."
it is.
Yeah.
Unrequited love.
The exes end up heading back into the house, and then the Kaplan twins decide they want to have a paint party.
Yes.
They're artists, and they said, "Let's do this." And you guys are like, "All right, what are we doing? Let's do that then."
Exactly.
And so we see that happen. Paint party commences, and basically, I guess it was you explain what happened.
So we each had a canvas,
Okay.
and we had all this paint, and basically you're supposed to paint what you want to break through. So like if you had a crazy ex and you paint them, and then you're gonna break through to like get over that, or like my thing was like my old self before I transitioned, and like my journey of transitioning and all of that. So that's what I was like breaking through. Anything
Love
that was
it.
like on you that you were stressed about, whether it was your ex or
Yeah.
or someone you're like now that doesn't like you back or whatever it was. That's what you're painting, and then we all ran through and threw some paint on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Me
you're just
too.
breaking through. You
Okay,
know. Yeah,
okay.
that's what it was.
Michi was stressed about,
Exactly.
His dick being all over.
All over the internet, I guess. That's his only problem, I guess.
That's-
That's what he was worried
No one
about.
here
I've
was checking
never
for
seen.
it.
I wasn't even like. I didn't want to Google it and find
Right.
out. It's like,
Boy.
okay.
I was like, whoa, oh, what's that they blurring?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, he had detail in that, too. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
In
I
that
think
painting.
he's the only one thirsting over his own self. Yeah.
Oh, you
'Cause-
think it's a self thirst thing?
Oh yeah, like no one was checking for your penis. We don't know who you are. All we knew that you had Rob Kardashian's robe. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
The shade is real. This is what happens when you do a show at 10 o'clock.
I
This just
can't,
ends up being a
yes.
shade fest.
I'm here for it.
We do see, this is where it gets kind of weird. Devin seems to just spoil everything.
Yep.
And
Party killer.
you
He
know,
has
right.
asthma, you guys.
It just, I don't know.
Beyonce doesn't think so.
Abby does this runway walk. She's having a good time. That was kind of fresh. I did like that.
Oh,
She did
yeah,
that.
she killed it.
She did that.
She killed it.
That was dope. But then Devin is like, I want to have a moment of silence, and all this kind of. I was like, what are you
I was
doing?
here for it because that whole time he didn't say a word. I was like,
You were like a little moment.
I mean, well, it was extra,
thank you.
right?
It was super.
It
I
was-
mean, as you can tell, it was awkward.
Yeah.
Like, all of us were just
Yeah,
like,
so
why
that
are you
wasn't
doing
editing.
this?
Right.
That was
Oh,
editing.
no. That literally
was
all of
just
us were
awkward.
like, what are you doing? Like,
Right.
what are you doing?
You're all having a
Why
good
are you doing
time,
this?
and
Yeah,
then-
we all have paint all over us, up our nose and our eyes. Like, my braids were a mess. Like,
Yeah.
we were all covered and, like, having a good time.
Yeah.
And then,
It looks so fun.
It
and
looks
then,
hella fun.
I didn't see the reason for it. It was, like, out of nowhere.
I
Right.
think that's why Aubrey
But-
got pissed. I mean, she got her energy on because they were having a good time. Why are you gonna ruin it for?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to
I ain't
figure out
mad at her.
because in knowing Devin from the challenges, even though he can be, someone who's not less favored, right? Like not well liked or what have you, kind of doing his thing. He plays the challenge thing. That's the theme. Like he gets
Yeah.
in people's heads, right? He does that well.
Exactly.
So, but he also seems to like to have fun. So that's why
Yeah.
it just took me off is that everyone's having fun and he's like, no fun for anyone.
Yeah, I think this was the first time in a minute that we all were getting along. Nobody
Yeah.
was fighting. We were all having fun. And I think he, like, maybe saw that and was just like, ooh, what can I start? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
Like, what
maybe
can I
he
do?
Just, like, really didn't
or
want to
maybe
have
he
paint
has
on
asthma. Who
and
knows?
maybe he
You
I
got
don't
damn
know.
ass
Who
being on the
knows?
challenge. Shut up.
But that's the thing.
He does
Like, don't you do the
challenges.
challenge?
He got
Isn't
no
it like
asthma.
dust and all kinds of stuff?
Right.
He was bored. He wanted to stir some things up.
Yeah, that's what I think it was.
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know.
He-
I just think he was like really just not wanting to be a part of it. I
Yeah.
mean,
I think
he
he's just
forgot.
really jealous of Aubrey and
You're
really
being so
wants
sarcastic.
no
Wait,
no
jealous of Aubrey for what?
oh my god.
because all the camera time goes to who?
bigger-
Aubrey.
Oh,
So
and he's missing out.
Yeah, so and if he bumps heads with Aubrey, like hello, we're gonna watch that because we're watching Aubrey.
Gotcha.
strategically planned
Interesting.
drama.
Interesting.
There we go.
Wasn't it? I want to say I heard, and maybe you were there, but didn't Aubrey or someone say like, "Oh, are you just mad because you don't have camera time?"
Yeah, that's what Aubrey was saying.
Aubrey
So
did
they had
say
had
that.
it out like earlier that day and a couple other times, like just little things here and
Little
there.
things were
So they
festive.
already like had bad energy with each other. So I
Got
think
it.
just any opportunity that she had to be like, here he goes again,
Yeah.
like, you know what
Well,
I mean?
they both have very
Yep.
strong personalities.
Yeah.
Yep, and
they
neither one's gonna
don't
back
give a fuck
down.
what they say.
Yep.
So I mean,
Exactly.
I'm not surprised.
Was Aubrey like popping off a lot and everyone just got annoyed because like the way she was popping off, I was like, I'm not even mad at it because like he ruined the fun time.
Yeah.
The Kaplan twins were like, Aubrey, I need you to be quiet, just be quiet, blah blah blah.
No, the party started crazy and we were all having fun. Like, they didn't even show, but we were like twerking in the sand, like having so much fun. And then towards the end, people like got back into the mentality of like, okay, like let me talk to my ex again. Like,
Yeah.
so people started getting in their drama a little bit. So I think everyone was already kind of in a bad mood at the end.
Yeah.
So I think her popping off, like they showed a lot of her popping off, but there were other people popping off here and there.
Yeah.
I think they're going to show
Word.
some more of what happens in
Yeah.
the next episode too.
And I'm not mad at her. She just doesn't back down, you know. Same with Devin.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna not back down either.
Exactly.
So if you're gonna feel the fire, well, the fire's just gonna keep burning.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
Word. So,
it.
how did everything end at that point? Like we see, like obviously, kind of ends the episode at where that's at. Did everyone just stop? Like it just seemed like a major buzzkill at that point.
Yeah, basically it was. I mean, it was a buzzkill, but then that started everybody else's drama. They saw them fighting, so then everyone else. I truly think like the start of the next episode is gonna be everybody else fighting.
Okay, I want that night to continue in the next episode.
Yeah, I think it's gonna
just to
continue
see.
on because there's a lot that happened. It was crazy.
I can't wait to see.
Wow. All right. Well, I think it's time for news and gossip.
Ooh, I love that.
Yes, because we got it.
Yes, just gonna piggyback off of what we were talking about, the party and Aubrey going off and popping off. Apparently the twins, we saw them get involved a little bit and call Aubrey a bully. Well, on Twitter, they talked about it a little bit, but then apparently the twins had their mom call Marie because she was bullying them. Do you know anything about that?
I know nothing about that.
Say that one more time. The twins had their mom call Marie.
Yes, for bullying them.
bullying?
Yeah, for
Because
bullying.
Marie was bullying. What?
Yeah.
Get
It's
outta
on
here.
Twitter. It's on Twitter. There's receipts. You can find. I'm not making this stuff
No,
up.
I'm just shocked. I'm
How
just.
old
I'm
are
I
they?
know that they have been going back and forth on Twitter and stuff,
Right.
and like they clearly don't like each other.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot more on Twitter that they've
Yeah,
been like
Marie.
yelling at
It's
each
Marie
other
versus the twins
Yeah.
right now.
And their mom?
And mom.
and mom, I guess.
I would
yeah.
never drag my mom into no
cannot.
celebrity TV.
Well, their mom was their
drama.
manager, so I could see her jump. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Exactly. I could see her jumping in.
One of those
Kind of.
mama
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Defending her
okay.
little
That
babies,
is
but
very weird.
How does their mom feel about them being a package deal?
I mean, I was thinking that.
It's-
I
it
was
sells.
gonna say it, but
Well, they're okay.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that package deal.
Moving
No,
on.
I mean they just
it's
Go ahead.
yeah. I mean, that's past my.
And then you guys, it's the Beyonce of this shit, Aubrey versus Dee Dee on
Dee Dee.
Twitter.
oh, wait, I didn't even know that.
Girl.
Our own Dee Dee.
I'm just gonna show y'all what Aubrey said to Dee Dee.
Why?
I'm assuming it's because of the whole Shannon situation. So Aubrey is on Twitter
Oh.
and straight up calling Dee Dee an ugly bitch.
Oh, damn.
And
I
Dee
did
Dee
not
just
know any of
responded
this.
with LOL,
Aubrey.
get the F out of my mentions, and that was it. I'm guessing it has to do because we know Aubrey is really close with Shannon,
Right.
and
Yeah.
Right.
Shannon
Yeah.
and Dee Dee have this thing because of Anthony. So
I just don't get like you know. I mean, I guess we do get it. I mean, I've been there before too.
She's like, wait, actually.
Bitch was like, bitch, you ugly. We just be so mad sometimes, but I just don't get it sometimes.
Right,
But
right.
I do, but I don't.
so
Oh,
you guys,
well.
The confusion on those face.
I'm just
It was like,
looking-
huh?
Yeah, I just.
I don't get it.
That's crazy.
But
I
you do
guess
get
it's
it.
just what us girls do sometimes. You know,
Yep.
we just want to throw the bone.
Maybe
Blow,
she's
blow.
trying to back up her friend.
Yeah,
don't know,
that,
yeah.
I think that's probably
I
what
mean,
it
that,
is.
that
That's
seems
my
to be the
girl.
only
Exactly.
logical thing.
Yeah.
Let's get the facts
Oh,
here.
yeah, it seems to be the only logical thing.
and then on to some exciting news, you
Oh,
guys.
we got more.
X on the Beach has its little spin-off now, X on the Peak.
Oh,
So currently
yeah.
it's getting like a winter version of the show. They're filming right now
New
in
Zealand.
New Zealand.
Oh,
Romeo
shoot.
is there now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
dang.
So we get a whole new cast. It's in the snow.
Wow.
A lot of cast members. We get a lot of UK cast members. So
Okay.
I'm
One.
excited
X
for
on the peak.
X on the Peak. Yes.
Like the
And
peak
I'm
of a
just-
mountain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just think it's interesting because, you know, we get all these personalities in the heat and it's hard to be like angry, it's hot, don't mess with me, I don't want to see my ex. But when it's cold,
Right.
do you really like, oh my God.
I know, don't you want to
Why is
snuggle
my-
up?
right.
find
Like,
your little
how, you know what I'm
boo?
saying?
Have
It's just a
some hot
different
cocoa,
vibe.
Yes.
marshmallows.
It's romantic, first
So
of
what
all.
peak are the, in New Zealand?
New
Zealand.
Zealand.
Okay.
You know,
Interesting.
sometimes people get cuffed too much during cuffing season when it's cold, and it can create some sort of tension.
That's true.
And
Cuffing
there
the
might be
wrong
an
one.
avalanche that might fall down, and there you go.
Yes, honey, yeah.
Right.
Right.
So we got a new little season to cover coming up.
Dope.
Dang, okay, so that's why
Do we-
Romeo threw his Great Gatsby party recently to go. He was going away to film something. I thought it was a movie.
Oh,
Okay.
He's
that's
filming
what it
X
was.
on the Peak.
Oh,
New
word.
Zealand, okay.
Do we have an air date? Premiere
No
date?
air date yet.
No premiere date.
No.
So
Okay.
if it's shooting now, maybe towards the end of the year, they be turning these
The
around
turnaround
fast.
time is really quick, so
Sure.
maybe around
Yeah.
the holidays.
Okay.
Well, and
Perfect timing.
That's
On the Peak.
amazing.
Yeah.
Snow.
Well, Cara, I just want to say that you have so many fans, so many people who love you. They're in the chat, really just showing you so much
Oh my
love.
gosh.
You know, John Wong is saying you're giving so many people the visibility we need,
Oh my
and
God.
he's so proud of you, and you're making such huge strides for the LGBTQ community. And
John Wall.
You know,
Is he
and-
that photographer?
Yes, he is.
I've seen his work
Yes.
before. Oh, dang.
Yeah,
okay.
he's super talented.
But no,
he's
even,
one of my best friends.
and not just him. You know, everyone is they just love you. So
That's
you're
so
getting so much
much.
love.
Yeah.
The fans, you're definitely
Good,
a favorite.
good. That makes me
So,
feel good.
Yeah.
Word.
Let you know
Thank
that,
you.
Yeah, Cara. Before we go, I am not, unfortunately, doing a Uncle M segment this week just because it was going to be to Gillespie, but I felt like my heart was getting thrown out and already. And so... Wait,
What?
let me finish.
Okay.
And so
The heart is coming out the
Uncle
sleeve.
Lev, you gonna leave us hanging like that?
Really?
hold on.
Wow,
Hold
Gillespie
on.
wasn't worthy of a
Wait,
minute.
hold on. Wait.
Wow.
Let me finish. Let me
Okay,
finish.
go on,
Can I
finish.
finish?
Yes.
But spoiler alert, I really just set that up to say Gillespie is our guest next week.
Yes.
Yes!
Love me some Gillespie.
Can I still read what you wrote later? Because I really want to know.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in
An
person.
open love letter
Yes.
to Gillespie.
Okay,
I love it.
I love
Person.
it.
Gotcha.
Person. You got
Again.
it?
We don't need Tinder. We don't need Bumble.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We don't just gonna be writing for
But no, I'm not
you.
hollering at her. I'm gonna do the minute.
Oh, you're not.
You know what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I wanted you to.
They're trying to set you up hard.
So hard.
I mean, take the bait.
I'm just saying.
She's a catch.
But okay, first of all, don't put me out there like I got a bum leg.
He's
I didn't
smart.
say I had any problem with anything. Now, everything I say is past.
We're not
guys-
saying you have a problem. We just
But-
want to, I can't.
Yes,
we
look
don't
at
need
man.
to,
Why
dog.
not? I'm jumping on this train. Look at
Give
me.
you more shout outs, Cara. Okay, we got Dev Abraham, Michael Garcia, Abby Rose, Leisha Doll. They're all just like, Queen Cara, love you, Cara. So, just
love
want
you
to
too.
give more shout outs.
Thank you. All
Let him breathe.
Take the heat off your back a little.
right. Anyway, we're gonna go to predictions. Let's do that.
We're just gonna throw it to break.
Yeah.
We don't got no break.
Predictions.
Dude, do I have any?
Well, you know what? You know how I remember before I said that Billy wasn't gonna have any exes come on for him. Y'all don't remember? Y'all don't listen to my predictions. They don't.
Yes,
It's just
wait.
me and you.
I guess we're here together. We're here.
Yes,
So
you
I
said
said
that.
before, I was like, oh, Billy's not going to have anyone because he's the one crying. And we see him, he's going to cry again in a future episode, whatever. And then she came out right away. So now I think, what if he has like the most exes come out?
Somebody mentioned he had 3 exes.
Wait, who?
Oh,
This is
really?
from the chat. I'm just saying.
You
This
could
is
have
what
said
I
that
read.
to me when I was.
No. I just read it, and they said, I mean, I don't know.
The rumors,
I
the
don't know.
rumors.
Does Tyler sound
We gotta
familiar?
watch and see.
Do you know what Tyler?
She's
does
not
it sound
going
familiar?
to they're
What
on the
name?
show.
Okay,
Who?
see, she
Spoiler.
not even, okay. I'm just
Okay,
checking.
never mind. I don't know.
Just checking.
I like that
Okay.
prediction though. I
Okay.
like that.
I don't have a prediction because
prediction?
I'm just enjoying this ride as it comes along. I wish the best for everyone.
Oh, I got another one. Hold
Okay.
on, real quick. Remember the
alright.
other boy that came out on Are You the One for Kenya? The other Tevin?
Oh yes.
He can come on the show too because remember they dated and they didn't last.
Yeah.
What was his name? He was super cute.
I don't remember his name,
The
but
one that
I was
came
thinking
to the
about
tent?
that.
With the hair?
Yes.
Yes.
He looked like just like Tevin. He was Tevin.
Tevin
point
Jr.
2.0. Yeah.
Twin.
I hope he doesn't come for her sake. I want to see what goes on with, Kenya and Tevin. I do root for them, but again, there has to be changes made. And I'm not mad at Tevin being like, look, I think we need to build this friendship. I get where, Kenya's coming from. I just love you so much. I can't. But
Yeah.
so I hope, they either just build on making their relationship, either it's a friendship or relationship, like stronger in the midst. Because I do feel like she needs a good guy,
Yeah.
Meech ain't shit,
Yeah.
Anthony was just there in the right moment at the right time, but I just feel like she deserves to be loved, and she's doing the thing. So, and then Gillespie, girl, I'm like just scared when the exes come, but like I really like you guys together. I just don't want the exes to mess it up. But I mean, I feel them too. They've been hurt too, and it's just like too much. I just don't know.
That was welcome to my 10 song.
Okay.
That's what I feel.
That's what you feel.
Those are my feels.
Right. I think that obviously we know that it's going to be continuation of what we saw. So I think there's going to be drama throughout the house. I think that what I want is I want our guests to find someone. Which I hope is going to happen.
Well, thank you.
That's the whole prediction.
Yes.
Also, I feel like that there is going to be something more. Like I think Devin is going to stir the pot. I think him and Marie are going to get into it because she's proclaiming again. She said, "Oh, I really want him." Da 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 da.
He's
and I
gonna
feel
be
like
mine.
if he sees his sights on someone else, her getting like mad jealous. So I can definitely see that happening. Whether we think it's genuine or
Right.
not, I see that happening. Also, I think Gillespie is going to say "I love you" 280 more times. Yes,
I
Yes.
agree.
Yes,
That's my prediction too.
it's going to
There
happen.
you go.
It's going to happen.
All right.
So
Maybe she'll say it next week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
On the show.
On the show.
Live.
On this show.
On this show.
We'll
On
say
this
it
show.
with her. I'll say it with her.
You'll say it with her? Okay.
Yeah.
I love Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show. We want to thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Carl, for coming in.
Thank you guys. I can't believe I'm here. Like I said, I'm a fan. I'm gonna keep watching.
Roll it out that to
Yes.
the universe,
Yes,
girl.
that's what we do. I have been your host, Lim Gonzalez. You can find me everywhere at Lim Gonzalez. Also, make sure you check out, I'm doing a new show called Love and Listings on VH1 every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. So check that out. And we have guests just like we do here. It's going to be fire. Next to me, Sensei, where are you at?
Yes, y'all already know I don't play, so you know where to find me.
You guys check me out everywhere at Melody_Rose.
Hey, y'all, it's your boy, you can catch me at Neil Lanier on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Catch me weekly on Tayo News, y'all.
And Cara, where can the fans find you?
They can find me at everywhere. Cara A. Cooper.
Cara A. Cooper.
Let's
Like we said already, next week tune in because Gillette will be here on the couch. We got so many questions. It's going down. And yeah, get your life because we got ours. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
This is...
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.